And good Friday morning and welcome. My name is Ryan Belmore and I am the owner and editor of What's Up Newp. It is 11 a.m. on September 4th. Long weekend ahead. Plenty of great things to do across Rhode Island. We're going to be touching base on one of those things that are happening on Sunday. Mr. Frank Prosnitz, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Ryan. How are you?
Good. Before we get to it, let's get to the hat of the day.
A rugby hat from Australia.
All right. Excellent. Give us a little preview of what we're doing here today.
Well, a real departure from what we've been doing, Ryan. You know, we've been doing, well, maybe not so much a departure. We've been doing a lot of politicians and
they're all characters.
Yeah, these guys are illusionists. So people may consider politicians illusionists. Edwards twins have been around for 35 years. They have been on all kinds of TV shows. They really are considered perhaps the premier illusionists in the country. Eddie just appeared on the Kaminsky Method, a cable TV show, but they've been on the Tonight Show, the Today Show, you name it, and done a whole lot of fun. And they played for years at the Newport Playhouse, and they were there. They played at the Odeum when I was involved with the Odeum. We put them on a number of times, and now they're going to be down in Misquamicut on Sunday night at the Drive-In in these new venues that everybody gets now, but it should be a lot of fun. So it's Anthony and Edward, and just to let you know, Anthony is the older brother.
All right, excellent. Nice pointing out age. And they will be appearing this Sunday at the Westerly, Rhode Island, Misquamicut Drive-In, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Call for tickets 401-322-1026. And let's see, here they are. Good morning.
Hey, there you go. Hi, guys.
And you guys just need to add some noise. Otherwise, you're going to do this. So turn on your mic if you can. Hit that unmute button while we look at your forehead. No, nothing yet.
Not yet.
Let's try this.
This is an illusion.
It is an illusion.
Yeah, you got to, yes.
If you guys can unmute yourself.
Unmute the mic.
All right, hold on, they said. All right, while they figure that out, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about the show. You can visit theedwardstwins.com to find more information about them, watch your videos, testimonials, all of that good stuff. Share Billy Joel, Barbara Streisand, Bette Midler, and more. And let's see here. If you guys go to the microphone on the bottom left-hand screen, you should or unmute. Or if you hit cam mic, which is also there, and then go down to audio, you should be able to pick your microphone.
Also, make sure that your sound is turned on your computer.
They're getting there. They're getting there.
Yeah. So,
we had you for a minute.
Is that it?
That's it.
You got it.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. How are you guys?
We're doing just fine.
You know what? We can dress ourselves up in a million people, but we can't figure out a computer.
Well, who asked you to be technological wizards?
Right. Exactly.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Ryan and Frank. It's a pleasure to be here.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about, tell us first about the show, and then tell us about yourselves.
Okay. The show is going to be amazing. We are doing a lot of new characters. Lady Gaga will be in the show. Billy Joel will be in the show. Andrea Bocelli, as well as Sonny and Cher. And oh my gosh, I can
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand. We can go on and on and on. This is going to be an absolute amazing show. If you like the old time variety shows that some of us grew up on, this is going to absolutely blow you away. It's it's taking you back to the time of the variety shows where you see all stars in one show. The show is 2 hours long. And we're going to be projected up on the screen. We're going to be live, and everything is safe because you get to listen to it in your car on your speakers. And then also we're going to have live sound, so you can also roll the windows down and enjoy that as well. So, we are actually celebrating 35 years. Up to just recently, before this COVID thing, we were doing 300 shows a year all over the world.
Slackers, just slackers.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. So it kind of feels weird just to, be in, just kind of going down to a few shows a month now. But we're also, we were just in Singapore. And for those for the people that can't come to the show, we did a 25 camera professional shoot in Singapore of our show with the 8 international dancers, and they can go to theedwardstwins.com to get that. And that's going to start today for a pay-per-view event for 1 month. They can buy it or own it. That's very exciting as well.
They can buy it or rent it.
Or rent it, yes.
So let's go back a little bit and tell us how all this got started. You guys were twins, born minutes apart.
Yep.
Anthony being the older brother, so he has all the control here.
Absolutely.
So basically, Frank, how all this started is when we were about 6 years old, we would watch all the big variety shows like the Carol Burnett Show, the Sonny and Cher Show, Laugh-In, all this stuff, and we just had this uncanny ability to pick up the voices of these celebrities, and their characters, like Ernestine Tomlin, the operator, all kinds of different things. And so we basically, that's kind of how it started. It started as a game, and we had a contest who could do the best voice on the television set. And that's kind of how it all got started.
And we got really good, so good that our mother would come into the room and say, Who's in here? Will with you. And we're like, Mom, it's us doing the voices. She said, no, I heard women's voices. And so we just, honed the art, learned a lot about makeup from some of the best Hollywood people in Hollywood. And we put it all together. Carol Burnett helped us launch the show 35 years ago. And the rest is history.
How many other people are out there doing similar kind of stuff? Or are you unique in what you're doing?
You know what? To my knowledge, as far as identical twins are concerned, we're the only identical twins in the world that does this on the multi-level that we do with as many characters. There are other acts out there that are very good, and we know a lot of them, but it's a different type of thing because we are illusionists, which means we use 3D makeup to make ourselves look like these people, where most people will just put on a wig and maybe a little makeup. But we use prosthesis, dentures, wigs, all sorts of things to make you believe that we're the actual people.
You guys must have quite the luggage.
I'm alive.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So much so that that's what got Eddie the part on the Kaminsky Method. Michael Douglas handpicked Eddie for the episode, and the casting director was in a place we were performing in Studio City, and so he saw Eddie and so amazed he'd never seen anybody so close, and so that's how he got the part.
And that was his Barbra Streisand and appearing at a funeral.
That's right. That's right. With Patti LaBelle and Jay Leno.
Alan
Arkin.
If you have Netflix, you can go back and watch that, or I guess maybe some others as well.
First season, it's the first season, second episode. But I'll tell you, we've won many Emmys for the actual show. It's in its third season now, and it's an amazing show. If you've not seen it, Alan Arkin and Michael Douglas are the best.
So this will be at a drive-in on Sunday. Have you guys been dreaming your entire life of performing at a drive-in?
We've worked 35 years and have done 1 million shows to end up at a drive-in theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least the popcorn will be handy.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
It's all about the refreshments.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the seriousness of it, because many people would die for an opportunity to perform at all anywhere right now.
That's right. Yes.
And this is a drive-in. talk about how the year has been for you. You mentioned 300 performances usually. What is this year going to turn into for the Edwards twins?
Right. Well, we've been really blessed because working, as much as we do, we have been so itching to learn new characters and to be able to do projects that we have been waiting years to do. So really, to be honest with you, we're as busy now as we were before the epidemic. Plus, all the shows that we are doing with the social distancing, a lot of people don't realize that, we're doing 500 people a night in, 2,000 seat theaters. They're social distancing and they're loving it. And the thing is, and the shows are sold out all over the country and everything is safe. And to date, we have never had an issue. And a lot of people don't realize this. They think that the whole country is shutting down. That's not true. The thing is, we're one of the few shows, and there are many other shows. If you go into Pigeon Forge or other stuff, I mean, you can't get a ticket to a show. So a lot of Rhode Islanders would be shocked at the hundreds of shows that are going on in states all over the country. No issues, social distancing, and it's and it's a really great thing because people need entertainment, and I think as long as it's done safely, that it's a wonderful thing. And that's the reason why we decided to do the drive-in. We decided to put our ego aside and be able to think outside of the box and give people a chance to come and see a Las Vegas show that they probably will not be able to see again for a long time.
So you've played in Rhode Island for a long time. You played at Newport Playhouse,
yes,
the Odeon. There's a restaurant up in Providence that you were playing for a while.
Fetcherville.
And we sold out the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. And so, but you haven't been in Rhode Island recently.
No, we've actually, believe it or not, we are so busy now. If we're lucky, we're able to do Rhode Island once a year. And it's coming to the part where we're actually getting so busy now. I would probably imagine, we're going to have to end up putting Rhode Island out, for probably at least the next 2 years, just because we're so booked up solid, especially with all the rescheduling of all the shows. So that's why, it's really important for people to come see the show because we don't know when we're going to get back here.
So do each of you have a favorite character that you do?
Yeah, you know what? I would have to say mine is probably Barbra Streisand or possibly Cher. Those two, just because they're both icons, they've been around forever. People know them. So those probably are two of my favorite. If I had to pick one, I would definitely say Barbra Streisand because that's the one I tend to favor over all of them. And I know Barbara herself says that I do her better than she does herself. So that's good.
And for me, I would say right now it's probably Andrea Bocelli. I mean, everybody is just overwhelmed because of the power of the voice as well as the look. And to my knowledge, there's no one out there doing Bocelli. I mean, you'll see a lot of Neil Diamond, a lot of Elvises, but you won't see a lot of the characters that we do. They're just, people just are not doing them. And, the art of what we do, the females, especially, celebrities are being phased out. Nobody's doing them anymore. They're doing the RuPaul Drag Race type of thing. So female illusionists that do celebrities are definitely a thing of the past.
How often do you add new characters to your lineup?
Well, the show is different every year, but this year we usually try to add a character a year, if we're able to do it. Like now we're working on a 70s show, and our new characters for the show is going to be Tom Jones and Olivia Newton-John.
And I'm just going to pull up some video here so people can see your little preview of what's to come. And I shut the audio off so that way I don't get in trouble for any copyright issues.
Good.
Perfect. Good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
And it's interesting because also who's in the show this or at the drive-in is Billy Joel, because Billy Joel is such an icon, and I do him from the time that he looked and sounded really good in the late 80s, early 90s. And that's another thing about our characters. We do them in the prime when they're at the height of the career. We also, a lot of people don't realize, we do our own voices. 95% of all of the female impersonators out there that do characters, they lip sync. We do not. We do our own voices. And we have an orchestra out of Las Vegas that does all of our instrumental tracks.
Now, I presume those are pre-recorded, right?
Of course, the tracks are, but everything that we do is live.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
You've been at this for 35 years. It is I've seen the show many times. It is very physical. You guys are all over the place.
Yeah.
You're doing 200-300 shows a year. How long are you going to be able to do this?
Oh boy, you know what? We really take care of ourselves. And we're believe it or not, we're 55 today. So technically back in the 70s or 80s, we were senior citizens, So the thing is we plan on really doing this probably until we're about 70. I figure, our characters that we're doing now will be popular. And, our show, Frank, is building we're adding probably about 20 theaters a year to our it's nonstop. And now it's getting even more busier because less people are doing what we are doing.
Today, your birthday?
No, I wish.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's actually it's February 17th. So
okay.
We still have but
you can keep celebrating it.
Absolutely.
We celebrate every single day that we can get up out of bed and do this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Every time we can look at the grass from this side, it's a plus.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Talking about new characters, Eddie just got into Olivia Newton-John last night, and it was amazing. He looked exactly like her. So, also people love the 70s, and that's what our show is. It's themed themes. So we decided to put together a 70s show focusing just on 70s and to kind of switch it up a little bit. So that'll be debuting hopefully sometime next year after, all this is over.
Where do you go from here?
We're actually, believe it or not,
Vegas.
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 Yeah. Vegas. So the thing is we're looking for, because we, even though we, a lot of people, Frank, this is very interesting. A lot of people think we are from Rhode Island. We are not. We were born in Burbank, California, and we resided in Vegas for several years. That's really our home.
Would you have a problem if we said you were from Rhode Island?
No,
because you know what?
Because
we have a house that we stay in Providence.
In Providence,
Providence, like probably 6-7 months out of the year.
Yeah.
So really, Rhode Island is really kind of like our home.
Yeah, exactly. And Rhode Islanders, we started here, at the Playhouse and then the Odeum, and it's kind of sad because if we were here more often, we would be sold out. When we were on Federal Hill, which we were there.
Prefer to call that Fiderio Heights.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We did a dinner show there for like 5 years, sold out
every night.
Every night. Yeah.
I used to live on Federal Hill during that time, and not far from that restaurant. And
Yes. The aroma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we, believe it or not, we lived right above. Well, we lived right next door to where we performed.
Yeah.
Literally. Right next door in those apartments there. Yeah. So our apartment was adjoining to the showroom.
Yes.
And then, of course, downstairs was the, restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dominic from the Aroma, still a great friend. And, the thing is, but I don't think I don't think the restaurant's there anymore.
I think things have changed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What brought you to Rhode Island in the first time?
We actually
The Holiday Inn at the Crossings.
Yes, we did the Holiday Inn at the Crossings, and this is an interesting story. This was several years ago, and Rhode Islanders were always so great to us. We did it, and we sold out several times, and then we did it, and the owner that owned it at the time, the thing is he actually loved the show, and I think he had a sister that loved the show. So we were there, very successful. And then after that, we did the Newport Playhouse with Uncle Matty and Jonathan, and we were there for years. Monday and Tuesday, completely sold out the summer.
You played most of Rhode Island. I guess you were in Westerly before, also at Venice.
Venice. Yes,
that's right.
Venice. We also do a place called the Courthouse in North Kingston. We started doing that, and then before this epidemic hit, we were going to do the vets, auditorium. We were going to do a big show there honoring the veterans, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But we hope to.
Hopefully that stuff is going to come back, and those opportunities will be there again. Do you have a favorite place that you've played outside of Rhode Island? Let's keep the politics out for a moment. Outside of Rhode Island, what's your favorite spot?
I would probably say, and I know people are going to laugh, but it has to be Florida, because our friends in Florida, oh my gosh, we are all over the place, and we literally will do probably 25 shows a month there when we're there, January, February, and March. And April, and it is just such a wonderful place. And that's really the place. A lot of people don't realize this is an interesting thing, but we were actually the person that gave us our break in Florida was an old time mobster guy that really kind of ran the mob in Boston. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be in the book, but that's how we really got started.
We got started by the Boston Mafia, really.
Yeah.
Here, a great Rhode Island story. We love those.
Yes. Let me tell you, boy, do we have the story.
So
we did live on Federal Hill.
Yeah. So are you guys doing a book?
You know what, we have been offered our own reality series, which we have turned down several times. We have been offered to do a book, which we have turned down only because we don't have time. But it will happen. It'll happen. We might be 65 or 70, but it'll happen.
I think. Go ahead, Frank.
Go ahead, Ryan.
You mentioned many of the venues in Rhode Island, and venues all across the United States are struggling right now as they can't even use their stages because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Obviously they need support in order to be here when the pandemic's over to host you again. What do you say for those folks out there? A little plug for all those stages that are sitting empty right now.
Absolutely. And we're all about that, because we made all of our money on dinner shows, where people would come and have dinner and see the show. And I'll tell you what I predict what's going to happen in the future. All of these restaurants that have these venue halls are going to be hiring shows to do dinner shows to be able to get them back. And I think a lot of them are going to do very, very good. In these times, you've got to think outside of the box. And if you put together a show and a dinner show, I'll tell you something, people are going to flock. And it's going to be sold out every single night. And that's what I predict is what's going to happen in the future with a lot of restaurants.
There was a time when dinner theater was a big deal. And
yes,
you had them in a lot of places, and then it seemed to phase out. But that's an interesting perspective to think that that's going to come back.
Yeah. Incidentally, we still do dinner theater at Lake Pearl, which is kind of, I guess that's really not technically Rhode Island, I don't think, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. But also, I'm trying to think, there are a lot of places in Rhode Island that we used to do dinner there. Well, the Newport Playhouse, they're still very successful doing dinner and show. So
Right.
it's something that's going to definitely come back.
Lake Pearl is in Rentham, so right over the line in Massachusetts.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So but I really feel like that's what's going to happen, and what it's going to do, it's going to help the restaurant owners as well.
What are you hearing from other entertainers, other performers, how what they're doing to be able to keep going in these difficult times?
A lot of them are doing stuff, believe it or not, online, and they have basically taken their living room and turned it into a stage, with the backdrop and the curtain and all that stuff. And then, of course, they get paid through being tipped through Vimeo. That's kind of what a lot of my friends are doing, basically, just to kind of keep themselves polished, kind of bring in a little bit of money. But, and I got to tell you, there are some people that make up to $1,000 a day just doing that because they've got a really big, fan base.
Right. I know in Vegas, and we're friends with a lot of producers, and it's really bad. It's beyond anything that anybody could ever.
And nobody knows. It changes every day.
Yeah.
It changes. Yeah. It changes every day.
But I will tell you what's doing very well in Vegas are the mazes where you go in and you there's all sorts of different types of things in Vegas where there's like mazes and there's like parachuting and all this stuff. Those businesses are sold out weeks in advance, and Vegas is very busy, and the casinos, of what I understand, are doing very well.
Do you think that when we come out of this, that we will have audiences will have gained a different attitude and performers a different perspective?
Yes.
And a lot more of the video stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the thing is I think now a lot of people aren't going to take things for granted the way that they used to. And I think that live entertainment, I think, is missed, whether it's sports or concerts or, gatherings of people. I think when it does come back, it's going to come back stronger than
And
ever.
I can tell you from experience, March 15th, we did our last show in Florida, and it took an hour to get the people up. They were so depressed over this whole thing. It was like pulling teeth, which never happens in our shows. And then, of course, an hour in it, we got them up. But then when we went back to Florida during the height of the epidemic, people were coming out, supporting our shows in July. And when I tell you, Frank and Ryan, that these people were on their feet, they were literally in tears because they were so thankful for getting out. And because a lot of these people were under a lot of depression, and I've never seen audiences like that in my life. And when we were just in New Jersey, we did 2 shows in one night. These people were on their feet. I've never seen audiences like that, with such an attitude change.
And we were performing in 100-degree weather. 100-degree weather. If you could imagine the makeup on me, all this stuff. I didn't even have to get out of makeup. I became a man before their very eyes.
All right. I think we're going to let you guys go. And just remind people that it's Sunday night, 8:30 to 10:30. It is at the Misquamicut Drive-In in Westerly. Yeah. You can get tickets online at mbadrivein.com or through the edwardstwins.com.
Yep.
And also, there's a phone number, right? Is it...
Well, if they want to, the box office opens after 3 p.m. in Vegas. It's 844-214-7469. 844-214-7469, and that will be open up after 3 o'clock Vegas time.
And one more time, let's go over your pay-per-view event.
Yes, yes. This is something you do not want to miss. You can rent it or buy it. It's a 25 camera professional shoot, and you'll never see anything like it. This is the best thing we've ever done in our entire career. This will literally blow everybody away. And it is absolutely a phenomenal show. 2 hours, and it was shot in Singapore.
You can have yourself your own little dinner party, grab a bottle of wine, dinner, buy the show, and make a night of it.
Yes,
You'll love
on Sunday, though. Sunday, go to Misquamicut.
absolutely.
There you go.
You bring your picnic lunch with you, your beverages.
And the weather is supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, beautiful.
Excellent. Well, it is the edwardstwins.com. You can find out everything you need there in case you forgot something. edwardstwins.com for all the information, tickets, and more. And we want to thank you guys. And
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Are you doing anything fun in Rhode Island besides the show?
You know what? We probably will go to Newport and have dinner at our favorite restaurant, the Black Pearl.
Black Pearl.
There you go.
Yes, our favorite of all time.
And give Jonathan Perry a call. I'm sure he'd love to see you.
Oh,
do more
yeah.
plans.
We love Jonathan. The best. He's like our brother.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. All right. Well, Frank, do you have anything else?
No, I'm just looking forward. I'll be there Sunday night. Looking forward to being there.
Wonderful.
And seeing you guys for probably the 300th time.
Exactly. Thank you guys for
Thank
your
you guys
support.
so much.
And Rhode Island, we love you, and thank you for standing by us in the most difficult times.
Excellent.
Very good.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is the Edwards Twins, and you can catch them in Westerly this Sunday.
They're fun, and it's during these difficult times, it's awfully nice to have something that when you take a look and say, well, what's my takeaway from this? Just pure fun. And there's no messages here, just about going there, having fun, getting lost in the performance, and you don't have to worry about any of the stuff that we deal with every day.
And I'm not surprised that Rhode Island was among the first states to love them, because we certainly do love our characters.
We do. We have plenty of them.
That's it. All right, Frank. Well, I want to thank you for bringing us that interview. And
thank you.
Nice to catch up with them and kind of end the week and, go into the pre-primary weekends with a little laugh.
Yeah, big week next week. If you make sure you vote. If you have not voted by mail, make sure you vote. These elections can be won by a single vote. So know your candidates. Go up to What's Up Newp, and we have a tremendous opportunity for you to listen to these people. We've done videos of 18 of 19 council candidates in Newport, representative candidates. So there's a tremendous opportunity. Vote and vote smart.
And Frank and I will join you at some point on Tuesday. I think we'll join you at some point on Tuesday night. This is us brainstorming. Some point on Tuesday night, we'll join you. And then on Wednesday, I think we'll do a recap. Sure. And then on Thursday begins our interviews leading up to the statewide general election on November 3rd. So
we'll likely have a couple of stories up that will be there. There's also some just very interesting stories coming up from out of the area where you've got the leadership in the state Senate in particular being challenged, and it'll be interesting to see where all of that ends up.
All right, Mr. Prosnitz. Well, you have fun. Have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll talk to you plenty. Yep. Of course, for the latest, everybody should head to whatsupnewp.com. Some really great content from Brian Jones last night. Some other great content from Ken Abrams coming, from yourself. And even now, every now and then, I'll throw something in there. So just a quick plug here. We've got a really nice variety of very talented people, and it's really nice to see that and to be part of it. Brian Jones, we've got Jerry Goldstein, Rudy Hemp,
and so it's Ken Abrams and his crew, and so it's always new stuff, always interesting stuff. And I guess, Ryan, that's why this was the best news blog in Rhode Island, was that?
Yeah, best news blog statewide in Rhode Island, voted by Rhode Island Monthly readers, more than 100,000 votes. And we've been that for 2018, 2019, and 2020. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, have a good weekend, and we will catch up with everybody soon.
Thank
All
you.
right, so that is Mr. Prosnitz on behalf of Mr. Prosnitz as well as myself. We want to thank Anthony and Eddie Edwards for joining us. Again, the website is theedwardstwins.com. They're in Misquamicut this Sunday evening. Misquamicut is not that far from anywhere here in Rhode Island. So get out there, see a show. It's at the drive-in, so you're outdoors and you'll be safe. And we want to thank them for joining us. Wish them the very best of luck on Sunday as well as their upcoming tour. All right, that's going to do it for us. We will be back with you with another video soon. In the meantime, whatsupnewp.com is being updated throughout the day, every day, 24/7, 365. Check it out for the latest on what's happening new and to do in Newport County, Rhode Island, and beyond.